All right, so again, here's the update for those that missed it. We are 4 games into the regular season. We are 1-3. We went on a coach hiring spree where we tested out roughly 6 head coaches, if I'm not mistaken, to see who the best fit was. It does happen to be D-rated Aino Saarinen, who we are putting our hopes into. Of course, we have a great coaching staff around him. We have the other deals coming through for these other coaches. We'll see what happens. The problem, of course, is that it's not perfect. While the top line maintains its even chemistry rating, which is what we were hoping for. And again, I want to run Byer at center because he's so much better, but I feel like that might take away his goal-scoring ability. The second line, we have no choice but for it to be a -2, -3. At that point, I think we might as well just, we'll settle for it being -2. And then again, the big issue is the third line, where originally it was fine, and now it's showing a -1. And then again, if I try to swap Ekman with Malkin to make it a 0, it stays at a -1. So, yeah, we've spent a lot of time trying to find the perfect coach, only to have something like this happen. Only to have one of the coaches that we signed be a perfect fit in terms of what the defense looks for, which is pinching. All of these defensemen prioritize in terms of player preference, pinching. We signed a coach who said for all 3 of my defense pairs, I prefer them to pinch. And then we signed them, or we signed that coach, and she's like, actually, I like it to be balanced. You just can't win with this game sometimes. You really can't, and it's incredibly frustrating. But we're going to look to make the best of it. Oh, God, it's pretty much all I can say, right? We're just going to try to make the best of it, given the circumstances that, the game, it's in a better state than it was at launch, but holy hell. Holy hell does the next, NHL 22 on next gen has to be through the roof of even the most hardcore fans' expectations. And in a way, you've had 2 years to work on it because you didn't rush out a version this year. God forbid this was the next gen version. My God, we'd have another NHL 15. Yeah, I feel sorry for the dev team in a way because, again, being able to see the process in person when I went out to Vancouver, again, they have, it's kind of like the saying, and again, shout out to George Carlin, think about how stupid a person is in your mind to be labeled stupid, and then realize that they're even dumber than that. Think about how short the timeline is for them to push this game out year in and year out, and then realize it's an even shorter timeline than that. And obviously that decision comes from the EA higher-ups, not the dev team for this game. So I give them some sympathy for that reason. But I equated it in this stream to death by 1,000 cuts, and it really is. You get incorrect in evolving information in a way that makes no sense whatsoever. But this is the team for this year. I'm hoping now that we can reunite Oberg and Byer, that Byer will return. He's never scored less than 30 goals, so hey, it used to be less than 40 prior to last year. Maybe Bentley will get a good boost from them. Again, the second line's going to take a huge hit in terms of chemistry. I'm scared. They have 1 point between the 3 of them in the first 4 games, so we'll see what happens. Nermainen, Koltsov, Ekman as the third line, Mendez, Malkin, and Louis as the fourth. We'll see what happens. And again, the defense at least has good chemistry with Ebbett and Kasparaitis. Lewis Johnson, our number 1 pick, or our 2nd overall pick, but our 1st round pick, and Pajot. Then again, Alex with Sopel. And of course, goaltending-wise, it is Copeland and Winkler. And we'll see if either one of them decides to be half decent. I am not holding my breath. We are going to try to get away with sending down the veteran trio here of Ray, LaRock, and Domi. And we did. So we still have to set up the AHL. We have to set up our scouting. But yeah, unfortunately, we're just going to have some minuses there in the middle of the lineup. And there's absolutely nothing I can do about it because we cannot find a better coach. We just can't do it. And even if we do, we don't know if by the time that we hire them, that they're actually going to maintain the settings that they're supposed to. Is it me or is the camera laggy? It might be. To be honest, it's looked weird to me all night, and I don't know why. Shouldn't be weird like that, but hey, what are you gonna do? I'll reset it really quickly. Maybe it's just having some sort of issue. I don't know. We'll see if that works. And if it doesn't, then I don't know. It is what it is. Oh, too many sources of frustration tonight when it comes to this process. God. Alright, so the top two aren't going to improve at all. He's a medium 7th. These guys are all 24. Yeah. So, that'll be the defense in the AHL, and in forward-wise, McGrattan is not ours. Do I like the OOTG NHL game? I do. I play it a lot. Franchise Hockey. I have a discount code for Franchise Hockey Manager. But I just got done playing a crap load of it, so I am taking a break from it. Alright, so the team is set up. Again, we are 1-3 on the season, which, you know, not the ideal start. Again, coaching-wise, we have players to sign in the future. Captaincy-wise, we're not going to change anything right now.
Oh,
the only thing to really change, Mazia, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. The only thing we really have to fiddle with here is just changing up the scouts really quickly. And then aside from that, we're good to go. And we'll still sim a season here, at least if it's apparently worth sticking with. I don't know. I need EA to throw me a goddamn bone here is what I need after. Oh God, after all of that, you know. I really, really do. Can we just Office Space Madden 21 NHL 21 already? I mean, again, I'd be quite happy if a smaller company said, hey, let's make a hockey game, and then it gets picked up by like a 2K or someone like that, because I really don't think 2K is going to start up their own game. It's going to take, you know, that type of, you know, developmental cycle to pick up from a bigger studio to make that work. Alright, so we got our AHL associate, I believe, and our goalie coach. Let's see how the team does, and the answer is absolutely horribly. 2-6 through the opening month. I try to get confused never and again, FHM's not that bad. You just gotta be willing to take the time into learning the navigation. But once you figure it out, it's not all that complicated. Oh God, I'm liking this nightly rotation. Me too, which is why I'm trying to stick with it. Bayer's up to 8 points in 8 games. It's not bad. What's our big issue right now, then? The one thing we didn't do was set up the special teams. And yeah, that's still not going to equate to a 0, which is fucking stupid. Oh, God. Alright. I wonder what our power play is. This we do need to optimize, but I play in Still Blade before NHL. I won't for the sake of playing the Twitch game, because I'm going to lose more people through NCAA than I am through 2K10.
For you!
If that makes sense. Coach, thank you for the follow. Okay. I feel like the power play is quite obvious in a way. Obviously, Oberg, Bayer, and Bentley. We go with Vorobyev, Carlton, and Niedermeyer, Ekman, Mendez, and Malkin. All need power play time. And then ideally, Ebbett would get some good time. Kasparaitis is going to get better. Ebbett would get time. Johnson would get time. And then secondary would be Pajot and Sobel. Those are the players to prioritize based off of their potential. So the power play. Oberg, Bayer. For the sake of simplicity, let's just put Bentley there. Then we have Vorobyev, Carlton, and Niedermeyer. Ekman, Mendez, Malkin. And then I gotta be honest, I think it's Johnson that we gotta prioritize on the power play. Just get him that extra bit of time. So the big question from here is there anybody who fits well on that top power play? And the answer is not really. So let's just bump up. Let's go by overall, I think. We'll go with that 5-man power play unit. Because why not? Can Ekman play center? Can Niedermeyer play center? Niedermeyer can play center. And then here, only got the one righty. Put Johnson there, who can play center. That'll be the second power play unit. And then for the PK, which should hopefully be good. Again, we'll have Johnson there. We need Ebbett in on the PK. Sopel and Pajot. We get him to improve. Ebbett fits no matter what unit he's on. And then power play wise, the board head there. Let's get Carlton in there. That works. So we'll see what that happens. I mean, we'll see how that works. We'll see what happens when we do that. Let's move on. Let's move on another month here. It's just a damn shame that we couldn't find that perfect coach for us. You know, the fact that we're having to rely on a D-rated coach could really hurt this team. I just hope that it, I just hope that it doesn't. But obviously, we have been a trash team this season. We just cannot find that perfect coach for us. We are 5-17, and this is on pace to be our worst season yet. Oh God! All right, we got to swap Bayer and Oberg back. This I know to be true. And honestly, I'd rather just get Mendez and Malkin onto a higher line if we're going to have a minus there anyway. Is there any way to... Okay, so that actually would result in an even rating. What do you know? Honestly, let's try it. I'll take 1 minus 3 on the second line. Let's just see what happens to mix things up. Just go edit your already edited NHL 20 rosters. I don't know, man. I think people don't realize how much work I'd have to do on those rosters just to get caught up. Like, it's a lot. Like, yeah, I'd have a lot of players created already, but it would be a lot of work to catch up. So, like, I'm screwed no matter what, pretty much, in terms of roster editing, because my file got deleted. We didn't win a single game that month. See, this is the problem. You have a D-rated coach, this team's going to underperform. So the only coach that fits our scheme right now is D-rated, and even then it's not perfect. And because they're D-rated, our team is just crashing and burning. Absolutely crashing and burning. I don't know what to do, man. It just seems like we're going to continue to be in a world of hurt here until we can find that one coach. I mean, it's obvious now. We're out of the playoffs already. Like, we're done. That's an impossible comeback. So we might as well have this be a draft deal tonight, right? We might as well. Just see how quick we can get to it. We've won 1 game in a month and a half. We cannot have a D-rated coach. We can't do it. So at this point, just suck it up. Take the L. There's no point in trying to salvage the season with firing our head coach. Maybe he'll get better by the end of the year. But yeah, we take the L for now. Just have this team completely suck, even though it feels like we're continuing to regress. And hope that we win the lottery. And hope that there's a good player in the top 5. That's all we can do. That is all we can do. Esakoko is on waivers. They are a grinder. 71 low 9. No. Get the hell out of here with that. And so yeah, all we can do is just hope that, number one, the lottery goes well, and secondly, we get that coach. That's what we need. As Puljujärvi goes to Calgary alongside Adam Fox and Martin Fehervari. A lot of big trades at this deadline, apparently. Nick Camano. You know, it is supposed to be a draft of glory, but I might just claim Nick Kamano. I'm not. Fuck it, let it go. No reason to try and improve this team. I wasn't going to do it. Let's take a look at the lottery here. EA, fucking please. Fucking please. Holy shit. Please. Dude, we need the #1 pick so badly. Oh my god, we need it so badly. Dude, there's nobody else in that top 5. We'll be looking at Byzantine or Burns. Holy shit, dude. This is the series. This is the series right here. If we don't get this guy, I genuinely don't think we're ever going to win. Bayer's at the point now where he's a 30-goal guy instead of a 40-goal guy, which sucks, let alone 73 goals. So again, Bayer still has never scored less than 30 goals in his career, which is incredible. But this team is regressing. Again, that D-rated coach had such a negative effect on the team. We had to try it because there was nobody else available. But it is very clear, in case you guys didn't know how much a low-rated head coach affects the team, the answer is a lot. There's your proof. But maybe, just maybe, it was meant to be because, hey, if we win this goddamn lottery. If we win this goddamn lottery. We have the #1 odds. Of course we do. EA, please. Dude, we could not score goals. Jesus Christ, we were the only team to score under 200. Winnipeg scored, like, well over 100 more than we did. Like, we were just awful in every aspect. I'm just gonna breeze through this in terms of the points. Obviously, like, again, this team sucked. We cannot have a D-rated coach. As badly as we need this #1 pick, we need somebody, anybody, that can actually gel with this team. That's what we need.
Oh,
that is what we need.
Good for you!
Rectum. I see what you did there. Thank you for the follow. Alright, like I said, I couldn't care less now, obviously, about the stats for this season. Couldn't really care less. Pusher's gonna win the Calder. Okay. We need to win this lottery. We need to win this lottery, EA. Please. One more superstar up front.
For you.
Classic. The exclamation point. Thank you for the follow. Our AHL team made the playoffs as well. Again, we need this lottery win. And we need, desperately, even more so than the lottery win, we need the coach. Burnaby's made the Calder Cup final against the Henderson Silver Knights. Unfortunately, we don't have too much young talent that we actually care about in the AHL aside from our goalie. But we have a Calder Cup championship under our belt. The Maple Leafs win the Stanley Cup. And our Burnaby team wins the Calder Cup. So that is promising. Again, though, we don't really have too many players like Geisberger we care about, but yeah, there weren't that many players that we really cared about. Zigomanis was the starter, though, which is very promising. Or not. He played 3 games, actually. It immediately called up and sent people down. Progress reports really quickly. Good improvement for Ekman. Good improvement for Mendez. Cameron Carlton is falling apart. Oberg is oh my god, dude. This season, we might not recover from this. Running a D-rated coach just to try something new. We're having young players actually regress. Bats. Oh god, dude. Out of pure desperation. Good thing McCutcheon's NHL already. We win a Stanley Cup in this series if 2 things happen. 1, we get this #1 overall pick. 2, we get a high-rated coach that fits with the team. Those are the two things that we need. If we don't get them, we're fucked. That's really what it comes down to. Those two things happen, or we're never going to win, as the Leafs win an All-Canadian final over the Jets. We, out of desperation, tried that D-rated coach. I kind of knew it was a bad idea, but we had to try. As the, again, Toronto Maple Leafs win the Stanley Cup. For those who care, again, I'm scrolling through it kind of quickly because obviously our sights are set on different things. And then playoff-wise, I mean, 4 out of the last 5 cups have gone to either Edmonton or Toronto. Dubois won the Hart, Norris to McAvoy, Calder to Conroy in Montreal, Marner to Conn Smythe, Vezina to Korpisalo. Wasn't Galena was our coach back in the day, so go figure. He just didn't fit the team. Did we have anybody in the AHL win an award? Eaton won Defenseman of the Year. Peterson won the equivalent of the Conn Smythe. Okay. This is it. Like, literally, this is it, man. This is the future of this franchise at stake. We need one of, if not, both things to happen. 1, number 1 overall pick. 2, a coach that fits. If we don't get it now, we might not ever win. Here we go. We're cooked, man. We're cooked. We are absolutely cooked. We're fucked, man. We needed him. Absolutely fucked. Best player we can draft is Byzantine, Karlotti, Adamski, Burns. We're fucked. Absolutely screwed, dude. If we don't get this coach, it might just be time to pack it up. We don't have the assets to even trade for it, guys. If they don't want to trade that pick, we don't even have the assets to trade for it, man. The amount of medium elites we'd have to pile into it, it wouldn't matter. Montreal doesn't want to trade it. There's no way. I genuinely don't think it would go through. Because you've had certain guys that were in like line with Geisberger that have just dropped off. It wouldn't go through. And we can't afford to trade our first rounders in the future, man. We can't do it. We lost out. Wasn't meant to be. 83 overall goes to Montreal. It wasn't going to happen. It's not going to happen. We move on. The lottery has not been very kind to us throughout this series, I can tell you that much. We're not probably going to go for Karlotti or Burns, just because we know what they are, and we can set our sights higher. Definitely not going to go for that guy to confirm medium 9. We don't need a goalie. I'm scared of the value in the second round. 4 Bs and 2 Cs from Benin. We don't know anything about him. Burns, Cs and Bs, 3 years out. Carlotti is even worse. He's 2 years out, apparently, even though he can't skate. Gord Valesi. Promising. Byzantine. Apparently 1 year out. Adamski is unconfirmed. Still a chance we can get a medium elite here. It wouldn't quite be an 83, but there's still a chance we can get a medium elite. And we don't know anything about Vincent, Benin, whatever it may be. Valesi also had an unreal point total in the O. 3 years with the Gartner comparison. Byzantine's apparently 1 year out. And then the other guy with an unconfirmed is Bayer Adamski. So Valesi, I like the point totals, but 3 years out, guaranteed. We're going to aim higher than that. So we take the risk with Adamski, who had 1 point in Liga as a defenseman. Byzantine is apparently 1 year out. And Benin, we have no idea. Like I said, I still think we could get a medium elite in this mix, but it's a tough call. I think we have to go for Byzantine for the fact that he's 1 year out, which means these grades are probably up there. So Ben Byzantine, whatever it may be, is going to be our top pick in this draft. 72, medium 4. Obviously not quite in the same category. It's another decent defenseman added into the mix here, where really our defense should be set. Johnson, Ebbett, Dansk, Byzantine, Sopel, Pajot, McCutcheon.
Good for you!
We should be okay. And then further down, obviously Kasparaitis is still there, Alexandrov is still there. Defensively, we should be okay. Question is, was there anybody better that we missed out on? Let's see. Carlotti was 1 overall point worse. Adamski was much worse. Burns was much worse. So far, so good. Valesi was much worse. Benin was much worse. Yeah, we did well. Given the circumstances, we did very well. We got the best player available there. I'm really worried about the quality here, though, at this stage. Okay, next up, Nathaniel Bukaboom. Christian Martins. And in a lot of two ways. Marcel Gervais-Chouinard. Richard Wallin. Stephen McQuaid. I mean, I know they're confirmed potentials, but we still gotta look. Okay, let's see what we got. We're gonna need a timeout here. I already know it, so we might as well call it now. Again, it wouldn't be a series of mine, guys, if every time something heartbreaking like that happened, we just said, nah, you know what, fuck it. Like, then it's not fun. A series without heartbreaks, is it really that fun? I mean, yeah, because we'd be winning all the time. Alright. So McQuaid needs to be crazy good, and he's not. Wallin. Same thing, 4 years out, probably not. Patrick Halton. Also not crazy good. Bukaboom. Tough call. Gervais-Chouinard. We have no idea. Lucas Sanders. We have no idea. Our scouts apparently took a goddamn vacation. Joey Young. No weaknesses. Interesting. Martins. 3 years out. And Metropolit. 3 years out. They really didn't set the stage for anything. So for defense, we have 4 options. 23 points for Gervais-Chouinard. Mostly C's. No confirmation on ETA. 16 points for Joey Young. B's and C's. No weaknesses, which is huge. Potentially 3 years out. However, okay, Young does like the pinch as well, which is good. That fits the scheme, as long as they like the pinch. So we'll take out Gervais Chouinard. Martins is confirmed 3 years out, as is Metropolitan. I mean, both look like good leaders. Both B's and C's. Both decent point totals. It's tough to say who the best defenseman of the bunch is. In terms of overall, right now, it does look like Joey Young, though, if we were to take a defenseman. If we were to take a forward, it's between one of the three. Wallin, who had 1.11 games over in the Czech Extraliga. Guaranteed 4 years out. Bukaboom had a pretty good point total. Slightly worse grades, but a Gartner comparison. And then Sanders, slightly worse stats. Slightly better grades. No ETA. I think we'd probably go for Bukaboom because Sanders might be, available at the end. So it comes down to Bukaboom or Young. Both 18, both good point totals. Both an unconfirmed 3-year ETA. Bukaboom does have the Gartner comparison, though. Damn. Honestly, I'm leaning towards the defenseman. Just to give ourselves as many chances as possible, but again, he could be there later on. We're going to go with Nathaniel Bukaboom with this pick. 61, medium 9. Now the question is this draft just shit, or did we screw up? Martins was a medium 4. That would have been nice, obviously. Spiller was a medium top 6. We had no info that would have indicated that. Our scouts look like they gave up. Gervais Chouinard wasn't that good. McQuaid wasn't that good. Bolton wasn't that good. Wallin wasn't that good. This might not be a good draft, guys. Sanders was a low 6. Young was a low 4. This could be a very bad draft. At the worst time. The absolute worst time for us. Not that there's ever a good time for it being a bad draft, but I mean, Jesus Christ. Just when you think things can't get worse for us. Hello, Stefan Coach. Starter goalie. Rough days, guys. Rough days. Same thing. It's like a defense. There's a crap load of them. That dude's a confirmed low 4, medium 6, medium 6. Got all the confirms out of there. Alright, who do we have? Curtis, 17, B's and C's, 3 years out. Eberle, 18, B's and C's, 3 years out. Beekland, mostly C's, probably take him out even though he's a fantastic leader. Fantastic. Blanco's definitely out. Metropolitan. Still okay. And then Rome. We don't know. For defensemen, I'd still lean towards Metropolitan. For the forwards, Beer Colts. 4 B's out of 6. A- shooting for Stefan, 3 years out. And then Christensen. Ooh, okay. Definitely going from one of these two forwards. Both 18. I think it has to be Christensen. Better stats, same ETA. Might not have the same potential, but Jason Christensen of the Medicine Hat Tigers. So I'm going to go with this pick. Low 6. This has not been our draft. Beer Colts, not that good. Metropolitan, not that good. Eberle, not that good. Curtis isn't that good. Palat's not that good. Did we screw up? Koltsov was okay. Bush, Ludeman, Coach was the same thing. Yeah, there's, this is a bad draft. Sim was great for Montreal, but he wasn't available to us. We don't win the lottery, and then the draft itself is a disaster. This has just been punch after punch after punch, and you have to hope that because it's Goon Squad, that by the end of it, we're going to get up like goddamn Rocky and pull this thing off. But we might not. We've hit the doubting ourselves stage of the film. It's a medium elite goalie in the next round, which is alright. For the defense, we got a shitload of options. Get him out of there. Fuller, 4 years out apparently. Rome might be 3 years out. I trust him more than Fuller. Alanko. No. Tam. Probably not. Like Fuller more. Hogan. Probably not. And an Abdulkader. Abdulkader's the favorite right now. He is by far the favorite. It's Sonata or Abdulkader. And I think it's Abdulkader. Yeah, Sonata can't match that. Ernest Abdulkader. He's an overager at 20 years old. He's our third straight, or third out of four now defenseman that we're taking. Ernie Abdulkader's the guy. A 66 overall, 20-year-old, low top four enforcer. If that's not one of the strangest draft picks I've ever seen. Oh, man. This has been our worst draft ever, by the way, just in terms of pure potentials. It's not even close. This has been our worst draft by far. As much as that sucks to say. Man, we had the worst season yet, just from the experimental coach. We, of course, lost the draft lottery again. We've never had a number one overall pick in the series, despite never making the playoffs. And now is a hell of a time to have our worst draft. I mean, I agree. I wouldn't say there are any misses so far, but it's just there hasn't been anything there to hit with. You know? That is our big issue right now. But maybe, just maybe, this is the draft of late steals. That is what we have to hope and pray for. That this is the draft of late steals. If we wanted to take a dead set guarantee, we'd take Nikulin, but again, we don't really need goalies. Trey Beckett is shit for a 20-year-old. Sweetland, 5 years out. Might have the potential, but maybe not. Tila, we don't know. Landry, another overager. We don't really know. Greening. With something like work ethic, he's definitely a grinder. And then more goalies. I'm not taking a goalie. I know we could have a medium elite, but we really don't need goalies. It's down to one of these four. Yeah, it's down to one of these four. Three overagers and the 18-year-old in Sweetland. Confirmed 5 years out for Greening. He's definitely gone. Confirmed 5 years out for Sweetland. Probably say he's out. Down to the Finn or the Canadian. Let's go for the Canadian, Josh Landry. Hell of a time, guys, for the worst draft we've seen in this series, huh? Hell of a time. Greening was the pick. That's our first swing and a miss. He's a 58, though, at 19 years old, medium top six. Like, when that is the standard of, oh, you hit in this draft, like, that really shows you just kind of the shit situation that we find ourselves in, right? It really does. Man, it is tough not to just be depressed at this point. This is one of the lowest lows I think we've ever had from the EA troubles that is, are just completely out of our hands. With the coaching staff, then to the lottery. Like, just nothing's going our way right now. All we need is one moment. Turn our fortunes around. Yahir Pecker. Sort by defense first. Philip Bendahan. Might be the guy already. Gaborik, 4 years out at 18. But a confirmed potential. Juha Sala. Probably rather go with Bendahan. McQuaid. 4 years out at 19. Kalinin unconfirmed. Probably prefer to go with Bendahan. And then forward-wise, it's Pecker. Got a chance to really screw me over here. We're going to go for Phil Bendahan. PBD. Philip Bendahan. Just nothing, guys. Nothing is going our way right now. This is unbelievable. Like, we're looking at maybe one draft, well, one pick in this draft that might inevitably make our roster. That's it. Looks like we got a low elite grinder here to finish things off, though. The only hope is that there's not more than one decent pick here at the end of the draft, meaning I screwed up by not looking at potentials faster, but with how this draft has gone, I can't really say I'm all that afraid of that prospect. Famous last words. Warren Arsene looks to be terrible. Theo Cardwell is shit. Kyle Kane, 5 years out at 19. Brett Pacioretty, 4 years out at 19. Big guy. Forward-wise, Sawyer Flynn, 5 years out at 20. Demers, we don't know. Whitney, we don't know. It's clearly Jesper Lundin, our final pick of the draft. We got a low elite power forward, 19 years old, 58 overall to cap things off, so it's at least a decent way to end what was our worst draft by far. And it was a horrible draft from the moment the lottery happened, where we got nobody. And now again, we face a situation where we'll qualify Winkler, see if anyone will take him to get us extra draft picks. Zigomanis is in the pipeline. Defensively, we do have that potential now. 2 medium elites, 2 low elites, a lot of medium top fours, or at least 4 medium top fours. Like, there is some hope for this defense. And forward-wise as well, I mean, there's still some hope there. We just need the coach that can bring them all together. And I just don't know if we're going to find that coach. I just don't know.